Her name is.
And flavored milk.
Her name is Dr. Tim Chenho.
It's like heroin. So we serve flavored milk to our kids, and they crave sugar. And so we feed the craving. We give them more sugar and more artificial sweeteners, and the more powerful the craving becomes. Okay. So artificial sweeteners do not make milk healthy. In fact, some studies have shown that artificially sweetened drinks actually result in weight gain, not in weight loss. And to top it off, experts do not agree that milk is the best source of calcium to prevent fractures or osteoporosis. In fact, countries in which calcium intake is as low as 400 to 500 milligrams a day have lower risk of hip fractures than here in the United States, which we have a much higher level of intake of calcium. And that's true for most countries that have higher levels of calcium intake. The risk of hip fracture is actually higher, not lower. Candy milk, as you heard from Karen, also contributes to tooth decay, and she gave you some numbers from across the country. Here in Fresno, if you're a third grader, you are 4 times more likely to suffer from tooth decay than you are from asthma. And that in California loses us about $30 billion every year. I'm sorry, $30 million every year. Look, flavored milk is job security, and I tell this to all my friends. Flavored milk is job security for those of us who work in weight loss. Okay, so all these kids who are in school today, drinking their flavored milk, developing that craving, the need for sugar, practicing their sugar roller coaster as they have sugar intake, and then their pancreas has to work hard to make insulin, bring that sugar back down. This makes them tired and hungry. I mean, we all know this. This is the sugar that we want to see in our kids. This is the sugar level. It's much more even. Okay, that's what makes them healthier, and that's what makes them learn better, makes their behavior better. So I think, my opinion is that we should remove flavored milk from Fresno Unified School District. By doing this, we're going to improve the health of our children. They will be better students. It will be better for Fresno Unified, but it will also be better for us in Fresno, because we're going to develop a more productive, a more well-educated community.
I just want to encourage everyone to please jot down your questions. Once your question is written down in a little index card, just wave the card, and we'll go and collect the card. Now I want to turn it over to our next speaker. She's a parent. She has a child that attends Fuller Talent. Her name is Sonia Sultan. Sonia?
know you're juggling, you take care of the kids, you're happy that your kids are at least getting fed at school. I just feel like I think it's really important that we get rid of flavored milk for our kids' sake and for our community at large. And I really want Fresno to be a much better community. I think this is a start for sure. So thank you.
Fresno Unified can indeed be the leader in the Central Valley. I will now turn it over to Dr. Razia Sheikh. She's a pediatrician here in Fresno.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razia Sheikh and I'm a pediatrician here in Fresno. I have been in this area since 1992. I worked for Valley Children's Hospital from 1992 to 1999 and then went into private practice from 1999 to present. I'm also a mother of 2 boys. My older son graduated from Edison High School 2 years ago and currently is in UPenn in Philadelphia in college. My youngest one is still attending Edison High School, currently in 11th grade. I am seeing kids becoming bigger and bigger on a daily basis over the period that I have been practicing pediatrics. The incidence of overweight and obesity has grown significantly to alarming levels. I strongly recommend getting rid of flavored milk, both chocolate and strawberry, from Fresno Unified School District's menus and also offering healthier options to the kids. We are the breadbasket of the world, but still our kids are not getting the right stuff, which is a very sad and disappointing situation. I would like to see natural and wholesome foods being offered to our children. I am going to give you 2 examples from the many kids that I see on a daily basis. Number 1 is a 14-year-old boy with a BMI of 41 and who weighed about 242 pounds, who I sent for lab work, and his cholesterol came back very high. The second example is a 15-year-old female who complained of fatigue, tiredness, and weighed over 250 pounds with a BMI of over 39. She had a high blood sugar and her urine had a lot of sugar. I made the diagnosis of diabetes, and because she was experiencing life-threatening and serious symptoms, I had to rush her to children's emergency room. At the hospital, they immediately started her on the treatment for diabetes. If I hadn't had the opportunity to see her that afternoon in my office and intervene, she could have died of diabetic coma or other serious related conditions. Over the course of my practice, I have seen children not only become overweight and obese, but also develop the complications like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, self-esteem issues, and even premature deaths. I'm not only concerned as a pediatrician for these kids, but also as a parent. I strongly recommend removing all flavored milk from Fresno Unified School Districts. There is no evidence that proves that children's consumption level of plain milk will decrease.